Hi everybody, thanks for watching. It's Kevin, and I thought I'd just give you an update. I didn't get the video out last week. There was a lot to study for what I was doing. I wanted to make sure it was clear and presented well. I'm going to try to have that up for this Thursday, perhaps Friday. I got a bit more study to do. Working on something that will help you defend the scriptures in a way that isn't really open to a lot of debate. Clearly, it puts the person hearing you in a position to either accept or blatantly reject what is obvious. And that's helpful. Hopefully, I can make this as simple and easy as possible, and that it actually is simple and easy. Hopefully the result is fruitful. I'm working on it. So here's some things that have been going on. Since I've been doing evangelism, the spring of 2006, I started doing street evangelism, and I've been doing it since then. I've noticed that Roman Catholics are pretty much the hardest people to talk to about the Bible, about sin, about God. I don't want to paint everybody with the same brush, but I never run into people who are as harsh and apt to yell or get upset as Roman Catholics. It just seems to be the case. Atheists, the most ardent atheists, they have a little bit more passivity to them. They're not as virulent. It's hard for me to understand. I don't understand. So 2 weeks ago, I had an amazing situation where I ran into a Roman Catholic atheist. How can that be? I was shocked. I was like I am now, a little bit tripped up. What do you do with this? This person, it's very strange. I was talking to him, and as long as it was about nebulous ideas and religion and this is a good idea or that's a good idea, he was okay with the conversation. As things progressed to become more narrow towards right and wrong and consequences for right and wrong, he started to look for a way out. He was getting a little bit agitated. I was trying not to agitate him. It's not my intent to upset somebody, but to help them discover truth. So this guy starts to reveal that he's a Roman Catholic. And I'm like, okay. And we were talking, and we got to talk about creationism, and he said, even the Roman Catholics, even the Pope believes in evolution. And I said a very flippant thing. I said, yeah, but they don't believe the Bible. And he got upset. And he got very upset, and that was his way out. If you're going to say that, then I'm out of this conversation's over. I'm out of here. And he walked away yelling at me, and that's Canadian persecution. That's about as bad as it gets here. Yeah. That's about the worst that I've ever experienced. Somebody yelling at me saying silly things. So it's not the end of the world. But moments before that, now he's all upset that I said that Roman Catholics don't believe the Bible. Moments before that, he was arguing from Richard Dawkins, the God delusion, against the existence of God, and that creation was false, and all these things, and then he was offended. It was a bizarre situation. I don't even know how to explain it to you. I hope that this is in some way helpful. I've got a fair amount of experience dealing with people. There's generally a limited pool of questions that you deal with, a limited number of objections, because they all come from the same stream. They all come from the popular media and evolution and other religions. Once you realize that there's a limited number of questions, you calm down a lot and it's easier to approach people. Anyways, I thought that was really unique. I've never run into a Roman Catholic atheist before. I've run into a lot of Roman Catholics who don't really know God, but they believe that there is a God, and they think that they found a way to access him. But I've never found a Roman Catholic atheist. It's weird. Anyways, another thing happened, a really great thing in my development and my walk is I got back into open air preaching. It's something that I haven't really done in a few years. but I was out with a number of my friends and brothers in the Lord, and we just felt led to preach in front of this bar where people were lined up with Halloween costumes, and it was a big party for them, and we just we felt led to do some open air preaching. And I just want to very quickly tell you that when you do that, especially to people who are in a lineup or whatever, you don't want to preach for a long period. Preach a very short, concise, helpful gospel, and be mindful that you don't want to appear that you're just trying to irritate these people. You really are loving them. You're trying to give them a message that they have not heard. So I preached for between 3 and 5 minutes. Another brother in the Lord preached for close to 10, somewhere between 5 and 10, and then we were out of there. Some people approached us. We talked to people afterwards. It led to a lot of great conversations. Actually, the Roman Catholic Atheist was one of those people that we spoke to at that point. Anyways, thanks. I'm a Christian in Canada. Thanks for watching.